Well, today we get to put my microphone on. We're on Anarchist. Gonna head down through a Soyuz and back up on Richter. Down and up. Hard work down, hard work up. Today's video is brought to you by Sutco Transportation, now hiring Super B woodchip, Super B flat deck, Class 1 drivers in BC's Lower Mainland, the Okanagan, and the Kootenays. To apply, go to sutco.ca, use promo code JuanFan, let them know I sent you. Also get extra $100 on your first payday. Make sure you use my name as a reference when you're applying for the job, and any referral bonuses I get, I will split with you guys. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good foggy morning.
Good foggy afternoon.
Well, hang on. Jess said straight out before we started recording, I don't know what I'm doing.
I still don't know what I'm doing.
It is 3 p.m. It is January something. 18th, I think.
I don't know. I filled out the paperwork and I still don't know what day it is. I think you're right, but I don't know for sure. And both my hands are tied up, so.
You tied up your own hands. That's not how you knit. You're knitting wrong if you tied up both of your
Are you
hands.
sure about this?
That's definitely wrong if you tied up your hands. I don't think you're a very good knitter if you tied up your hands.
One of them's tied up then. Teaching myself how to knit. Of course, I don't pick like an easy pattern for the first one either.
No, you've got to go hard right away
Yeah,
because it looked cool.
it definitely looks cool.
I thought that many times already. Why won't you just knit a simple pattern? Nope, no.
No,
If you're gonna learn, you're gonna go learn hardcore and go all in. This road was so foggy last night. Like, we could barely see in front of the hood. I couldn't see any lines on the road at all. All I was driving on is the snowbank had a slightly the shoulder had a slightly wider look than the road.
it was horrible.
A car decided we were going to slow past us and slowed right down. So we passed them again, and then the car was happy to just follow us. It's like, oh, it's hard to lead in this stuff. So if you're driving in thick fog, you're following someone and you think they're driving slow, remember, leading is harder than following. It'd be sometimes hard to stay behind someone when you go, I just want to drive faster, this looks like it's easy. I've made that same mistake myself.
Not to mention when you get in front of a big rig, it's blinding in the back.
If you're following right behind a big rig, the amount of snow and rain and dust and everything we're kicking up is sometimes you can be in an absolute horrible rainstorm, follow the big rig and realize it was just a big rig. So we do that. It's always beautiful coming down this descent. Today it's a little on the stormy side. Snowing and foggy.
I haven't looked up our weather forecast at all, so I don't know what we're driving into.
is 0 degrees Celsius, so it could be slippery out here. I haven't felt it break loose yet, but I really don't want it to break loose. I don't want to find out the hard way. Coming up to a beautiful switchback here. Normally a beautiful viewpoint, but we'll see what it looks like today. We break through the fog before or after the viewpoint? Or is the fog all the way down?
I think it'll be almost all the way down, but we'll see.
Very often it breaks before the viewpoint, but it's looking pretty thick today. I mean, it's not like last night thick, but snow is definitely starting to stick on the roads. So we may have an interesting day as we get further west into the mountains.
Should look at the weather while we sell service.
Excuse me. Well, the car behind us has a crashed up front end. And I see they haven't learned their lesson because they're on my bumper. It's like, car, do you remember why you smashed up your front end? You're about to do it again. Some people just don't learn.
Some people are like, it wasn't me.
And it's always not my fault, right?
Yeah.
Can you see the town at all? A little bit? Through the fog, I think.
Not really?
Not really? It is snowing pretty good here, so.
Like, I see kind of the water, but that's the only piece that's a different gray.
The only way I can see there's a car behind us is when we're taking a corner. It's like a SUV. And on a day like this, we can't have outdoor cameras. I mean, we can, but it'd be useless. I kind of enjoy the stormy days. They're more enjoyable to drive in because they're different, I think. I'm not super heavy, so I'm coming down fairly quick. I think I say that every single time. Because unless I'm hauling a fully loaded Super B, I don't feel like I'm super heavy.
So this is Allison. Snow beginning at noon, 2 centimeters. Tonight, snow, cloudy, 30% chance another 2 centimeters. So not much for the pass.
So yeah, it's not a lot of snow.
But is it like this where it gets wet and then snows?
As long as it doesn't ice over, it'll be fine.
My phone is starting to realize every time I type in a city name, I jump on the weather. It's learned.
I thought for for sure that car would pass me here.
And there's like that much. Might be a chance like 1 millimeter of rain tomorrow afternoon.
So not too bad. So this isn't going to be like a hardcore storm. It's just a small little system moving through.
I could actually see that on radar if I looked it up.
Yeah, it's turning into rain over here.
Oh, this is even on radar, so. And that's a tiny little storm that we'll be going through. It's so cool now with the fog like that.
Yeah, the clouds down there over the lake. So it may go through another layer of fog. Yep. It's like different layers. Quite gorgeous. Quite gorgeous. So different. This descent down into Soyuz never gets old, but it's even cooler when it's miserable weather. Only place to be when it's miserable weather is out on the road in a vehicle.
It's the only place.
Wow. It's the place I enjoy it most. If you're going to enjoy miserable weather, this is the best way to do it. I guess another way of enjoying miserable weather would be watching it on a computer screen or a TV screen. He's figured out that the snowplow makes a good garbage can carrier back up the hill to his house.
Oh.
His garbage can and recycling bin. He's propping it over the snowplow on the front end. Almost to the bottom. And then we get to go through a Soyuz and then climb the other side. Never did get told an appointment for it.
Oh, yeah. Should I text?
Yeah, if you could text Heather and ask her if she got appointment times,
Yeah.
I'd appreciate that. I thought, I'm like, maybe that car pulled off because I don't see it anymore. No, it's right there on the back bumper. It's right there. It's too fast on the wiper, and then the one setting lower is almost too slow. Excuse me. Welcome to Soyuz. Yeah, I've caught myself a frog in my throat.
Why would he catch a frog?
I don't know, it sounded like a fun idea at the time. I went out to the pond and Like there's a frog, I'll catch it with my mouth.
Okay, and
I don't know, I can't make up more backstory off the top of my head. I'm not that quick in comebacks.
I'll give you time to think of something.
In the summer, we like pulling over here on the side of the road and walking to Dairy Queen to have some blizzards.
Don't mention that because you know I
And
want.
for the record, the KFC next to it sucks. It's brand spanking new, but it sucks.
KFC does in the Canadian side of it.
I don't like Canadian KFC at all. In the US, the chicken is good, the coleslaw is good, and Canada, it's not the same. It's not the same. If you guys are joggers, go jogging, do you actually find it fun? Because every time I see a jogger outside, they always look so miserable. Is it actually fun? And if it's not fun, can't you find a better way of working out? The way I see it, if something in your life isn't bringing you joy, why do it? Start getting rid of the things that don't bring you joy. Luckily for Jess, she brings me joy most of the
Excuse me?
time. I said, luckily for you, you bring me joy all the time. That's what I said.
I heard most of the time.
You misheard. Misunderstood that.
I am trying to count over here.
1, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. I think I can safely stop. Oh, one of those. That's obnoxious.
Well, that's what you get for saying you sometimes like me. I know that's not what you said, but that's my story.
Be super careful of cars backing out onto the road over here. Quite a few Albertans. Seeing quite a few Alberta plates here. They should honestly make that little section there 30 kilometers per hour, not 50. Because 30 feels fast through there. We'll get your Timmies. Man, I still have that bumper car behind me. It's gotta suck following a semi that close. The rainstorm that they are in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh good, they're turning off. Goodbye. you'd be on your way. That's Highway 97 here. We're basically home.
We are.
Home is just a little north of us here along the highway. So this airport on the right hand side. Looks like they're working on it again. Almost looks like they're getting ready to pour a foundation for a building. I wonder if the Soyuz airport's getting a building. Like a hangar or something, indoor hangar.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Because they made the airport longer a couple of years ago. New cell service soon.
Hi, Heather.
Can you guys make it there by 9?
Yeah, we should be able to make it by 9.
Sorry,
Easy.
I said noon. Don't tell him I said it, but I was getting your Toronto mixed up.
Oh. Yeah, we can usually make it. So you're thinking,
Yeah, so I think he said if we can do 9, that would be good. So if we can make it there for 9, that'd be awesome.
yeah, that'd be easy to do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then do you have a reload time or not yet?
Not yet. So I called them and find out what time. So if you guys unload there at noon, what time you guys need to be in mission?
We need some time to figure that out. We can do it on the GPS. So unload and then what time?
Unload 8, 9, 10, 11?
11 maybe, one says, maybe 11.
Okay, so I'll let him know you guys will be there around 11. It doesn't look like he needs an appointment, but I will call him anyway.
Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty, shoot you guys a text as soon as I'm done.
Sounds good, thanks, bye.
Thanks, sir. Bye.
She texted noon, but that's supposed to go to Rano. She said not to tell you, she assumed messed up with Rano all the time. So,
We do the same loads, we have the same trailers, we have the same trucks. Everything is very similar. The two of us do the same run. And our names are spelled almost the same way.
yeah. So she kept doing it on the phone when she told me 9 a.m. Then she kept saying noon, but I know she meant 9 a.m. And then she was like,
So 9 a.m. unload, delivery, 11 o'clock load.
she didn't call them, but she doesn't think you need an appointment to reload. But yeah,
I was going to say 10, but I'm like, just in case something goes wrong, we should say 11.
she said she'll just text you once she knows.
Okay, so 9 a.m. unload. Cool.
And I guess Rano's stuck with noon.
Yeah, so
I don't know if he's going to the same spot or not. I can't remember his truck number. I don't know if he was when we were loaded. You said there's another.
yeah, there's another truck loading behind us.
Yeah, so that
So-
might be him.
That might be cool. So Ronald's chasing us down.
I haven't seen him in
A long while.
long
Yeah.
time.
Sometimes we literally run a convoy together. And this time we're running convoy but several hours, 2 hours apart,
Like, I won't say he's like
3 hours apart.
September, October.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
been-
haven't seen him since.
I
this
pass them
date.
head on every now and then, but even that's been very rare.
Well, sometimes he was really like attached at the hip, and then sometimes you don't see him for a month.
Well, I guess Richter Pass has a little bit of fog.
not as bad though, but it's still crazy.
Excuse me. Plus 1.5 degrees Celsius. I don't know why I was not expecting fog on Richter, because the fog was filling up the whole valley, so it only makes sense we have to
Yeah.
punch through fog on both sides.
I'm off one stitch and I can't figure out where I messed up. I didn't gain a stitch. It's just this pattern I'm making somewhere. And I don't know how to correct it either. So I have to figure that out once I figure out where I'm wrong.
So this kind of weather, if you're going to be driving too fast, make sure you're driving in the passing lane if you're going to be driving too fast. Whenever I edit these videos, I'm always like, man, in the video it looks like we have lots of visibility. In real life, I felt like we had 2 lines worth of visibility. For some reason, the camera lenses cut through the fog better than...
It does, yeah.
I wonder if that's because of the filters on it that probably have a little bit of or polarizing lens built into them. Take out moisture reflections. If the lines were painted properly, at times up down to about 3 lines. Not 3 lines, 4 lines, 4 lines. 4 lines on the road. Visibility.
Okay, I found it. Now how do I fix it?
You gotta go back, track, reverse it all.
How?
I know how to undo the whole thing. Just pull the needles out and pull the threads and undoes the whole thing.
But that's not what I want.
I don't know how to undo it.
I have a feeling I know, but I need internet to look it up. I'll have to wait.
There's no cell service here.
I thought it would be a problem while we're recording, so like I had to count.
Counting. Knitting while recording a video is actually difficult because you have to count. Yeah.
Well, if you were just doing one stitch, it won't be hard. The fact that I'm alternating stitches every so often.
Almost to the top of Richter Pass here. I'm surprised that we're still in fog. As we go into this Milkamine, we'll see if it goes away or if we're going to be stuck in this. This Milkamine Valley is just a gorgeous valley. Okay, Otto. Otto forgot how to shift there. I don't think people understand British Columbia cell service until you've been in the mountains, if you've been in the U.S. Rockies, or because so many people talk about cell service as if that's something we have. And
We don't.
we literally spend about half the day not in cell service. The mountain passes, cell service just doesn't work the way it does in other parts of the world.
They are slowly adding more and more.
Yeah, Trans-Canada Highway 1 has a lot more cell phone towers, so
Yeah.
that one's not too bad. Highway 3 needs more cell phone towers.
Yeah, they've added a couple like spots if you're like in an accident. Like, whether many parking stuff is a little bit better, but there's a lot of hours on end of nothing. I think it's kind of healthy though, if we're not attached to our phones that way.
Yeah, that's true. Like, we're definitely not addicted to our phone. We can turn it off for a few days and be fine.
And we can go out day camping. And I know people are like, "What? You can go without cell service?" I'm like, "Oh, I love it." But that said person is always on their phone.
Having said that, when we're going camping, we usually find the cell spot where a cell phone works. We climb hills.
Yeah.
We find out where a cell phone works. So in emergency, we know which hill to climb to get cell service. So we do try to do that for safety. But we're not desperately going to look for those spots to get on our phone to see what's happening on social media.
Mm-hmm. You could fool me about it becoming like not being spring, like January, and we got this weather.
It is beautiful January weather. Winter came and went.
I guess it's part of what caused all the rain in California, right?
Yep, all this. I've heard very little. Like, I don't watch any news, so I heard somebody commented in the comments about the crazy stuff going on in California, but they've been having crazy rainstorms and mudslides and stuff, or something like that.
Yeah.
No lights. It's weird to me when you find those cars in Canada with no lights.
Mm-hmm.
It's like most likely they're Washington cars. Or old enough vehicle that doesn't automatically have lights on.
Yeah.
Any car made in the mid-90s or later legally had to have lights on when you start up the car automatically just has lights on. Daytime running lights. That is a legal requirement from manufacturers.
Like the only time I turn our lights off is if I'm parked in like excuse me, parking lot and I don't want to blind people. Like
Even then, when you turn those lights off,
yeah.
the truck still has daytime running lights. Oh! I gave the frog to you!
Yes, have
Sweet!
it back, please.
Sweet! I got rid of my frog.
Ribbit.
Ribbit? Oh no. Did it work?
I think it worked. I said ribbit and I touched you.
It's a curse.
Yeah.
You're a dork. Look at all the cows.
Oh, you don't feel like talking to the cows today?
Oh, I could. Just 1 second. See which one wants to talk to me. That one right over there. Right there. Moo! See?
Did he give him the frog?
No.
Oh.
Give the frog back to you.
No.
Ribbit.
This may become one of those jokes that we forget like 2 weeks from now while we're doing this.
This video's not coming out in 2 weeks from now.
Oh, great.
This video's coming out in... Well, who knows? We're going to go on vacation. Well, whenever we are on vacation or broken down, that's when this video's coming out. Could be in the middle of the summer. Construction ahead.
I didn't see that yesterday, did you?
No, there was no construction here yesterday. Makes me think it's not construction, or maybe just pothole filling. Be prepared to stop. Or someone hit the ditch and they're doing a recovery. We'll see
No.
soon.
Then it was an accident scene.
And not always. Sometimes they don't have the accident scene sign, so. I know it's at 50, but I want to drive slowly enough that if I see a flagger, I can actually stop with a big rig. Where's the actual flagger going to be? After the blind hill or way down?
This is covered up.
I do like when they put the signs up early enough that we can slow down, especially if it's going to be downhill like this. Okay, but where's the flagger though?
And I'm like, those are for the vineyard.
There we go. Got a big rig pulled over. Looks like the power line pole is being erected, maybe. Or at least they're working on power line pole. big rig looks like it's broken down here. Don't see anybody around, but that's an awkward place to break down.
Well, the hood's open, so yeah.
Oh, that's probably the driver of the big rig looking for cell phone service.
And yep, there's headset and everything.
Yeah. Yep, he walked up to the hill to get cell service so he could talk to his boss. Well, I guess this is the section we call the roller coaster. I guess we should probably call it a day. Perfect place to call it a day. Beautiful Smilkameen Valley. Drove into the Okanagan Valley, drove over the pass, and into the Smilkameen. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys again tomorrow or whenever next day of... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see you. We'll see you. We'll see you. Hopefully not a blast from the past. Look how beautiful this is. How can I end the video here? But the whole day's like that. It's always beautiful. Whee! You gotta be super careful not to speed by the end bottom, but you want to get all the momentum you can to go up. Oh yeah, I was saying goodbye. Top of the next hill. Alright guys, thank you so much. Really do appreciate all your support. We'll see you along the road. You guys rock.
Adios.